Okay, I need glasses. Hello, this is Louise. I'm a mom, personal trainer, and group fitness instructor living in New York City. Today I'm with Geraldine Abergas and Fatima Cook, my two gurus. I named them my gurus because these women are awesome. Since I have met them, my life has spun so much around, and it's such a privilege to be here and talking to them today about wellness mostly, and we can put a little spikes of healthy in the middle because Geraldine and Fatima are in the wellness and fitness industry. Please, Geraldine, describe a little bit just to people to understand what you do. Very fast, sorry.
I am an educator and body worker. I have a bicoastal practice and soon to launch an education program.
Okay. Fatima, please.
I'm Fatima Cook. I'm a mom, wife, and business owner. Just getting ready to launch a new business called Zoa Life Flow, which empowers people to take their health and wellness and happiness into their own hands.
Good. Okay, so we are going to talk about it today. How can you deal with all of this? Have your career, be ahead of the family, try to succeed, how tough you are on yourself, how we deal with it, what are the escapes you have to deal with that. And there is one thing that three of us do in common, that is meditation. We're going to talk about it too, and it's going to come around the topic most of the time. And I really wanted to start this conversation with bringing up a little bit about myself. How tough it is, being a mom and living in New York City and pursuing a career and trying to survive when most of the time you just think you're not good enough, or sometimes things don't go on the way you wish, and then you get so stressed out and you stay on that loop of thinking that you could do better, and it can become so overwhelming. And what I really want to do is talk to Geraldine and Fatima to bring it up, their own experiences, and be able, if you can share a little bit of knowledge, because I feel this happens with most of the women I talk to, So yes, what do you feel like? This is what it is, you're tough on yourself. What's going on? If you can open up a little bit.
You're right. It's tough.
It's tough, right?
You're not alone, and I think most women feel the same way.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, definitely agree. It's a constant. It's always on our minds, right? To get to a place where we feel completely empowered and comfortable in our skin are far in between those moments where we are questioning what we're doing. Are we good enough for this? Are we doing the right things? And who am I to do this? Like, those things are certainly a lot more prevalent in our lives than those moments of feeling good and confident and secure about ourselves.
Yeah, being proud of yourself, acknowledging the tough path you have been going through.
Knowing that you are enough exactly how you are right now.
Yes.
Right? So why we keep bringing ourselves down, thinking we are not good enough? Why? What the hell?
It's a complicated question. I think a lot of it has to do with your upbringing,
Society.
And just that we have so many pressures on us, from keeping a household together to raising a family to planning play dates and vacations and your social calendar to keeping food on the table and working. It's a lot.
Yeah, and Fatima is a mom too. So is 9 years old now.
Almost
9 years old. Kawi is 2 years old. Geraldine soon.
I wish.
But it's almost like, not that the father, the man, they're not challenged and they don't have a lot on their plate. They do have, but the fact you're a mom, the baby keeps coming after you you wish you're not, already when you're pregnant, and then you bring the baby up, it's automatic, like it comes, mommy, mommy, mommy. So I feel that our plate is a little bit, heavier most of the time. even though there are a lot of parents.
I think with and without kids, your plate is heavier in a relationship most of the time.
You feel that? Oh, look
Yeah.
at me bringing up all the relationship thing. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It definitely is. I think naturally we all carry a lot, no matter what is in our lives. It's in our inherent nature to always take on more. I mean, you can even talk to a person who's not in a relationship and doesn't have children, and they may also feel overwhelmed with a lot on their plate. So
Kind of where society is too.
Yes.
Like our heads are, there's so many different directions our heads are being pulled into, and it's really hard not to be overwhelmed, just energetically.
yeah.
Yes. I was listening to this podcast with this woman that Oprah said something about her in the past. It's an amazing woman. I forgot her name. I'll post that on the comments afterwards. And I started comparing it. Society nowadays is definitely tougher because you have to work so many more hours than before. Like it's I see like my parents' generation wasn't so hard for them to buy a place for themselves. It wasn't so hard to pursue the career. And now you gotta do the extra and the extra, and you're expected to do the extra, and then brings everything else around it.
It's not only that, because we have constant communication, there's information overload. There's no, it's 6 o'clock, I'm leaving work, and I'm going to now be with my family and do my home things. You're expected to be on 24 hours a day.
Yes.
And that's not the way life is supposed to be. That's not the way work is supposed to be. You're supposed to, if you have a family or friends, or even just if you're by yourself, you need that time, you need that separation, and we don't have that anymore.
That's true. We all like Wim Hof, right? We know him. Greg was personally on his workshop. But Wim Hof once said that we are so far away from our natural habitat, right? Closed into offices and not into nature. And then comes down to a lot of other aspects that Geraldine said on the podcast. For example, the position you're sitting down and not the ideal breathing pattern. And then what else? A lot of people.
The light that you're exposed to all day long, the artificial light.
The artificial light.
The rays from your computer, all of that as well. The phone,
that constant load of information, as we were saying.
the Wi-Fi.
I see sometimes, like I was caught in the past arguing about some Facebook post, and that really dragged me down. I was overwhelmed about it for such a long time, days we can stay into that loop. So besides all of that, the way we treat ourselves, we talk to ourselves, so there are a lot of miserable people out there, right? Including myself. Sometimes I'm so miserable. Oh my God, that's when I run into meditation, exercising, whatever I can do to feel good. But Geraldine and Fatima, they do meditate too, longer than I have. And we were talking before, and they exposed that this happens, this keeps on happening. It's a work in progress, right? So you feel that meditation helps you relieve and understand yourself better, and
gives you a space between